Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and to all of our non-binary friends. And welcome to this, a brand new day. A day where I have my mug o' green tea. I sincerely hope your day has been awesome. It's been a slow day for me. My mornings are getting slower. Even though I was up early from pain, finally got out of bed at 7 because, it hurt so much I couldn't lay down anymore. And it is 10:30. Slow start. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, there are a couple things I wanted to talk about. None of any consequence. One of them was a video that I am actually halfway through watching. But this person was talking about how... Now, I've mentioned before I don't like the whole MAGA movement here in the United States, and how I took my parents from me, because my parents, when spouting all the Make America Great party lines, I would ask them, okay, can you explain to me how deporting or killing all the brown people and installing Donald Trump as president for life is supposed to restore American democracy like you keep saying? And I could never get anything but more, slogans. So I'm not too thrilled about that whole thing. But apparently, from the video I was watching. Now, we've had a drilling thing. There's a big stupid push wherever energy stuff comes up. They always go, drill, baby, drill. We need more drilling in the U.S. The last time they opened up the grounds here in the U.S. for leases for oil drilling, very few people bid, and those that did largely canceled their bids afterward. There's no need to drill. Nobody wants to drill. We've got more than enough oil. Drilling for oil is not the issue. And of late, there was a big thing because of all this, where the MAGA movement, for some reason, believes that Joe Biden signed an order banning oil drilling in the Gulf of Mexico. And so, thinking that they have cracked the code, all these MAGA people are making videos and posting them how it's 4D chess, because Donald Trump wants to change the name to the Gulf of America, so therefore all of those things banning oil drilling in the Gulf of Mexico are null and void. Throw them in the trash because the name is different. If you can't see how ridiculous that is, you need to do some actual research on that, because that's ridiculous. But the other thing that I wanted to talk about was something that I have found myself just being unreasonably angry about. And you see, this is the sort of thing that I like to talk about. What I was just talking about with the whole MAGA movement and stuff, it irritates me, but it's current events, and so I talked about it because it irritated me because it was stupid. But I don't like to talk about that sort of thing that makes me unreasonably angry. I want to talk about this thing that makes me unreasonably angry. And what is that? 2 solo RPG games. Both of which are really, really good until they are not. And for me, they become flaming dumpster fires. One of these games is called the Delves and Dangers Definitive Edition. It's done by, I think his name is Magehammer. I think it's him, but could well be somebody else. Has a YouTube channel, but it's a pretty good game. It's got systems for everything. Until the very end, when one of the things that is kind of important, character advancement, the system is, and if you want to go up a level, that's up to your game master. They should probably give you a level every couple of games. And that's the system. Which means that you as game master, now you wouldn't have players for very long if you did this stuff, but let's just take this as some other time thing, but you would be well within your rights as game master to just go, okay, everybody gets a level except you, Steve. You don't get one. You just don't. And when he says why, you would just point in the rules. The game master gets to choose. So everyone goes up a level except you, and you'll never go up a level, ever. And that's the game system, because it's up to the GM. And as GM, I'm telling you right now, you'll never go up a level. So, that's bad. Sure, you can abuse any system, but when the system is, it's up to your game master, that's not good. And then there's the game Cal Arath. It's pretty good. It's got systems for everything. And it even has suggestions for experience. But only suggestions. Because the system is, oh, it's up to your game master when you should get experience. Here's some guidelines that we think would be a good idea. But the system is, it's up to your game master. If they think you should get experience, then you should get experience. But if you, Steve, you shouldn't get any. And that's backed up here in the rules because it says the game master gets to decide. So today, Steve, you get nothing. And everybody else, we're going to divide up all that experience that Steve would have gotten, and you can all have it. And it's backed up in the rules because the game master decides. But everything else has systems. Oh, you need to do this? Oh yeah, look it up here. It's a simple system. It may be just a simple oppose check on against a difficulty number, but there's a system for it. How much weight can I carry? Oh, what's your strength? There's a system for it. Do I need to eat? Well, in this case, most of the time they just say no, because that's not important. But you can have a system. But for all the big things, there's systems until you get to one of the most important ones, at which point the system is, yeah, there ain't no system. It's whatever your game master decides. Whatever. Just, whatever. Whatever. Just trust him. Whatever. Ugh. I get so angry just thinking about these two games that I have to not think about them ever, except for like right now, because they're both really good. Again, simple, but simple does not mean dumb. Simple just can mean just streamlined and polished. They're simple. They're good. They're involved. Until they get up to the, they got that ball, they got a good offense, they got good defense, they get up to the touchdown, and then they turn around, hand it to the other team, and then block all of their own teams so that the other team can get the touchdown. So, I'm upset about that. Unreasonably so. Checking the time that I've been recording, because I actually don't have a whole lot to talk about past the things that I've talked about already. One of the big things, though, past the two things I've already talked about, oh my God, the Bone-Spur on the bottom of my foot. Now that my heel is almost painless, because last night I went out for a long walkies, because I wanted to get to Walmart, and normally what I would do would be to walk down here and then up to Walmart and then over to here. So if I had to go here, I'd go around this way and it would be around a 4 and some odd mile walk. Well, last night, with my heel and worries, I just took a slightly under 3 mile walk. And up until the very, very end, I was doing great. I didn't even have heel pain. I was race walking with next to no heel pain except for the very, very end, and never needed to limp. But after I got back, that bone spur on the bottom of my heel, where you walk, oh my gosh, that hurt. And I have not left my apartment yet this morning. I mean, I've stepped outside, I've checked the weather, I've been outside, but I haven't gone walkies. But it feels like a nail has been hammered into the bottom of my foot. Oh, it hurts so much. And again, it's not the cutting pain that I had from my heel bone spurs, where it felt like someone literally took a knife and was cutting me with every step. And then it would just burn from my toes up to the middle of my calf. That doesn't happen anymore. But, oh, with every beat of my heart, that nail driven into the bottom of my foot. Just, ow, 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 ow. Life is fun. I mean, I'm alive. I am breathing. I am metabolizing. And that's a good thing. I mean, I have complained about my life. And right now, doing, for all that I'm living in a tiny little apartment, I'm alive and I'm doing okay. Oh my God. ADHD brain. I am thoroughly, it was like someone just took an eraser to a whiteboard. There is nothing left in my head of what I was talking about. I am so sorry. But as aggravating or frustrating as it may be for you to be listening to me and then suddenly I forget what I'm talking about, for me it is almost terrifying because I worry in my increasing age about dementia. So to lose what I'm thinking about like that is, occasionally very frightening. Now, I do realize and I understand that with my severe, largely untreatable ADHD, with ADHD brain, from people that I've seen talking online about this, having a memory like a block of Swiss cheese is common. Forgetting about what you're talking about as you're talking about it is common. But whether or not it's common doesn't mean it's going to feel good. So, yay on that. Life is life. So today I need to try and call and make an appointment with my cardiologist. I discovered when I had my doctor's appointment this last week that my cardiologist was saying I should get like a vein type operation for like my lower legs because of my swelling. I've had extra swelling in my legs of late because I have had much more immobility. I haven't been able to go out for walkies, but my feet can swell up inside of my shoes. And then I go out walking and they go from tight inside of my shoes to my shoes flopping around like they're just clown shoes, because going around and walking squishes the juice in my body around and it more evenly distributes stuff so my feet don't swell. Last night my legs they were swollen, but they looked better than they have in a time because I went out for that longer walk. When I started, my shoes were a little bit tighter. When I was halfway through the walk, my shoes were flopping around like clown shoes on my feet. So, as long as I can stay active, I don't need any kind of other thing. It's not a venous, however you pronounce it, issue. I burnt out my lymphatic system in my lower extremities like 20 some odd years back. It's been getting better, but I had cellulitis so much, it just destroyed my lymphatic system. And I have been having to deal with swelling for 25 plus years now. but it's looking better again. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Checking my time. It hasn't been a great amount of time, but I haven't had a great amount of stuff to say. So I'm glad that you have been here to listen to what little I have had to say. Thumbs up. Thank you. It is appreciated. And good golly, Miss Molly, you would think that, my recording these every single day, I would have something here that people could write down. Like, if you could write bicycle into the comments, we'll let the YouTube algorithm know that people watch the videos. That would be very, very cool. Thumbs up and thank you. A bit of blatant engagement farming. And of course, for further blatant engagement farming, if you could make sure I'm semi-centered, if you could like, comment, share, subscribe, that'd be very cool. Making sure to share, of course, only with people that you think would like watching an old man yammer on about largely incomprehensible subjects in a thoroughly inane fashion. Usually incomprehensible only because of the inane fashion in which they are delivered. Thumbs up. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. For each and every one of my Patreon patrons, when you look in the mirror, you are beautiful and awesome. Definitely thumbs up. If I have the energy, I will put up some names here or make a break where I read off a couple. If I can. If I can't, my sincere apologies. But you are beautiful and awesome no matter what. Definitely a thumbs up. Greatly, greatly appreciated. And for everybody that leaves me a comment, I read as many comments as YouTube shows me. I thumbs up and heart as many as YouTube will allow. And I answer as many as my nerve compression will let me, even though it'll take sometimes up to 3, sometimes 4 days before I can manage to get a comment back to you. And I am sorry about that, but I do my very best. Definitely a thumbs up. And each and every one of you out there are also beautiful and awesome in your own way. Also, thumbs up on that. I have to make a phone call to try and make an appointment with a cardiologist. I want to get out there and go walkies, even with my heel a-throbbing the way it is. I want to play video games, of course. I've got physical games that I want to play. I've got Cur Nathalis by Alex T, who is of Black Oath Entertainment, which I think is just Alex T. Bonk. Just like there's this one person, I can't remember what their name is, but there's on Drive-Thru RPG, you can find Shield Dice Studios. 1,001 products. Apparently it's one person. Just like Alex T, pumping out like 200 plus page rule books, at least one a year, as well as pumping out zines for them with optional rules. He is just a monster at production, but I want to show that game off as well as just plain learn how to play it myself. Definitely a thumbs up on that. So I am going to edit, render, upload, take care of myself. Hopefully you are going to be able to get the things done that you would like to get done and take care of yourself. But if you can't get done the things that you would like to get done, of course, do not beat yourself up. You deserve better. It's not going to help you get it done better next time. You deserve better. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that is indeed a very, very good thing. Nope, gotta switch hands because I have to use my left. I gotta use my left hand now to reach over and turn off my recording, because luckily for me, I am ambidextrous. It does not bother me to use a mouse with my left hand. I just automatically, that's my left clicker and this is my right clicker. I don't know why it's not an issue, but I've always been left-hand usage guy. When I was in the Air Force and I flew a desk, worked in finance, I would operate my calculator with my left hand and then write with my right hand. So I didn't have to set the pen down, use the calculator, pick the pen up, write, set the pen down, use the calculator. No, I just went like this constantly. So it was good. Definitely a thumbs up. You take care. I had the mouse pointer on the stop recording button, and then I started to yammer on again more. You take care.